Hey, yes, out here in Des Moines, Iowa, downtown area of Des Moines, Iowa, at the sculpture park, Papa John's Sculpture Park, and well, it's a park with a bunch of sculptures, so it's properly named. But what's really cool, it's an awesome setting for this year's Concours show. We have the cars going all the way around the park in all the different classes they have. As a matter of fact, they have a lot of different classes. And I want to go over those. I want to go over the classes, and I'm not going to remember all of them. So I have a cheat sheet, which is good. Let's see how many classes they have altogether. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 different classes. And there's a brief description of all, but it's kind of cool. The way they have it broke down on the streets and the classes being together the way they are. I really like the setup. Now, to see everything, I probably got to walk a little bit more because you're walking around a whole like big giant city block, a couple different city blocks, whatever, of a park to see it all. But the way when you're seeing it and the way they're split up is, I think they did a really good job with that. Let's go through some of these classes. All right, first class, you got the antiques. There are the early collectibles, atomic age collectibles. There's the space age collectibles. That's the class that I'm in here with the 63 Studebaker Avanti. You have the preservation. This is unaltered. So we're gonna get some, these are ones that'll be a little rough, but really, really cool to see that they're completely original. Classics, but then you got the exotics, the American muscle cars. We have motorcycles, that's right. It's not just a car show, they have motorcycles. So we have motorcycles that basically, they don't have a range of years for that, but so far from what I've seen, well, none of them are anything on the newer end, and they're very cool. Kaiser Fraser, it's their 75th anniversary, so that's gonna be all the vehicles by Kaiser Fraser Corporation from 1947 to 1955. You got your Aston 7 Centenary. You also have the class for the Aston Healey and Aston Mini. For the 13th category that they have at the 22 Concours here in Des Moines, Iowa, you have the Camaro 55th anniversary. The Chevy Camaro is built from 1967 to 1974. I would also like to know, because this is really cool, because Craving Cars tries to get involved in things like this as much as possible to help spread the love and the care and stuff that some of these communities do. And in the car community with this one, this is produced by the Iowa Automotive Heritage Foundation, so very cool. We are in Des Moines, Iowa. And all of this Des Moines 2022 Concours d'Elegance, all the proceeds will be benefiting the Children's Cancer Connection. And I just think that's awesome. That's just for some really cool causes, really things that's really helped out families and really helped out kids. So I always like to support. Those are the classes. Let's go take a look. All right, we have the exotic. I mean, they're exotics, and they're very exotic. Z8, Vipers, GT40. Come on, let's take a look. All right, we've got, that is a 430. We got like a few different Ferraris here. Did you check out that Z8? That Z8, pretty rare actually. They didn't make them for very long, or very many for that matter. Very cool, super performance. GT40, that's gotta be the more favorite, maybe in this exotics group. 458, 488, two of my more favorite modern Ferraris. There's a Sturthman, there's an Acura NSX, and there's a bunch of cool stuff like some Porsches, which we're gonna go look at right now. It's a GT3 RS. Yes, very cool. The 488 Pista, the Z8 down the BMW Z8, the Superformance GT40. I mean, honestly, I'm gonna be honest. That's the coolest one here. GT3s, man. I think they're my favorites. Yeah, I think they've been my favorite Porsches since they've come out. Now, obviously, they have a GT4. There's not one here, so I can't count that right now. But the GT4s are kind of becoming a thing too. Anyways, that's the exotics. Let's move on and go to another class here. Well, if you have guessed it, I don't see how you can't, but here's the American Muscle class, going from the 60s to the early 70s. We've got Mopar, we've got Ford. I mean, some cool Fords in here. We got we got a Mach 1 in here, GT350. There's a Cuda right behind me. I mean, we got a Charger. We got Buick. I mean, really all the three major. We got GM, Ford, and Chrysler in here. It's very cool, very cool. And I know I want to spend more time at each one of these. It's really hard to when I've got all of the cars to go through. So, how do you do it? How do you see all these awesome cars like this and not be able to just like spend 10, 20 minutes at each car? It's hard to. If you guys wonder why I don't show more of each car, it's because I'm not trying to make a 5-hour video. Here we go. We are in the classics. These cars really set, you know, the motion of what future luxury and cruisers could be. I swear, I mean, these things are just magnificent. They're huge. Surprisingly, they don't have a lot of space inside, but they're really big cars. But we got some Packards in here, got a Cadillac in here. Just some really cool classics. And if you haven't guessed it, Austin Healey's in the back. Here's your Austin Healey class. We've got quite a bit of them. Austin Healey's, the sprites, bug eyes, really cool. And now we have our Aston Mini class. Don't take up a lot of space because they're mini. No, check that out though. A mini truck. A mini, like, almost panel wagon looking thing. That is your Austin 7, however you want to pronounce this word. There's your Austin 7 category. They're very cool. Look, they're just, I mean, that one's made, half of that's made out of wood, but they're very cool. They're so small. I mean, look at them. Here you go. Here is your 55th Camaro anniversary class, and starts off beautiful convertible, and they just keep going. Here are all the Kaiser Fraser 75th anniversary class. So all the ones produced, so these cars produced under the Kaiser Fraser Corporation. And some of the, like this one over here, the Kaiser Darwin, where the doors slide into the fender. That's not one of the most unique designs I've ever seen. Boy, a lot of these showed up today, but here's your motorcycle class. They didn't really have a date restriction on these, but most of them definitely are older classics. Not bad, not bad. You got some old Hondas, Kawasaki's, Yamahas, Triumphs. There's BMW. And this cruiser of a Honda back here. Ooh, that's awesome. That's awesome. I'm not even a huge bike person, but that's awesome. Here is your antique class, and this antique class does not disappoint at all. There are some really, really cool stuff here. There's Stanley steamers over there, two of them. We've got an old Buick. Buick's been around a long time, guys. A long time. Right there, you see that? Electric car, 20 mile an hour, 50 mile an hour range from 1900s, or like 1905, 4, something like that. How about this? 1890. America's first car, and guess what it was? Electric. if battery technology back then was kind of more or less what it is today, we may never had petrol-powered vehicles. Fun fact for you. Here's your preservation class. So, I mean, these are original, untouched. I mean, severely untouched originals. But a lot of really cool renditions of it that are in great shape. This Chrysler 300, check this out, an unmolested Bronco. You see Broncos, just not many that haven't been touched. Usually the rear fenders are cut, it's lifted, it's usually got bigger tires on it, and this is just a good example of what they were when they came out. What a great variation of cars in the preservation class. I mean, really cool. I mean, just all of them are just way different. But now we're getting into the early collectibles. So stuff from your late 20s to your early 40s. Chevrolet, Ford, you got your Lincoln, there's a Chrysler over there, Plymouth, Buick, a Packard even. Either way, what a good selection of collectibles. And here are all of your atomic age collections, or collectibles, or however you want to word that. Thunderbirds, I mean, you've got some Buicks, a lot of Chevys, Dodge, just really cool. Really still got the fins going. I like it. Space Age collectibles. Got a couple Beetles. We've got Triumph Sunbeam. We've got an E-Type Jag. The Studebaker Avanti I showed up in, it's there. Some other really cool stuff. Really kind of a very unique, nice little area downtown where they got with all the shops and all this stuff. And they even have American Dream machines over here. Awesome little place. If you happen to be over here, they're open. Just step in and walk around. A lot of really cool American classics in there. That's the majority of what I saw anyways. If there's other stuff, then they're probably in there too. I don't know. You know, it's also really cool too that they invite car clubs out here. So you get the Porsche Club, BMW Club, Off the Line Performance. You've got Unique Mustang Club, British Club of Iowa, Jeep Club of Iowa. So really cool that they have car club areas out here. They invite them to hang out, to be part of the show. Well, I discovered even more car club stuff. So just when I thought all the car club stuff was that way, that they were lining them, they've got this street, and there's more really cool car clubs to show up and show off their cars. So it's really nice that they've got those included into the into this year's Concours d'Elegance. I know it's not part of the judging part, but it's still cool that they're here. You know, I also want to just kind of throw this in here and give a big thanks, because one thing wouldn't happen without another, and that's sponsors. So thank you to all the sponsors. There's a whole bunch. I'm just going to put them up here. List is pretty long to really read through them all. So take a look at the sponsors right here. And thank you very much for making the 2022 Des Moines Concours d'Elegance a thing, a reality, and a really kick-butt show. Hey, thanks for hanging out with us today for the 2022 Des Moines Concours d'Elegance car show here. Very cool in downtown Des Moines, right here, right around the Papa John's Sculpture Park. It's been fun times, but very cool. Thank you for everybody responsible for putting this show on. It has been amazing. Thank you for all the sponsors and all that stuff. And like, share, and subscribe to the channel if you'd like to see more stuff like this. And to remember all you cravers out there, keep craving. Hey Steve.
Corey, what's up?
What are we doing right now?
We are sitting in line at for the awards ceremony at the Des Moines Concours.
Sitting in line? What do you mean sitting in line?
We got selected for an award, and they do a drive-through award ceremony. So we are waiting for them to place us in line to find out what award we won.
All right, Steve, guess what? Well, you know what. They don't know what. Guess what? What happened?
Well, Giovanni went through. We got second place at the car show. Got to do the drive-through trophy celebration, which was cool.
Yeah.
And got it a cool award, so it was a good day.
Very much so. Just as a bunch of motorcycle people are driving off. That's
They're happy.
Very cool. An aluminum second place plaque, little ribbon, some cool little bits. It's a really cool show. Congratulations. The car deserves every bit of that second place and then some.
I think so.
Yeah, it's good. It's all right. I liked it. It's pretty cool. Like, share, subscribe, like I had said already before. And what do you got to say to yourself?
Hey, keep on craving.
Good enough. I like that. Keep on craving, keep on, whatever. It's good. Hey, check out this trophy. Here, hold it up. Come on. Hold it up. Look at that. Look at that. Check it out.
You got it?
Yeah. You see that? How cool is that? Yeah, that's not wood or plastic. That's metal. Cool. See ya.